J.P. Morgan, as an institution, failed and failed miserably. In part because of that failure, for decades, Bernie Madoff was able to launder billions of dollars in Ponzi proceeds, essentially through a single set of accounts at J.P. Morgan. He was able to do that for a lot of reasons. And to be sure, there were failures by lots of people in lots of places outside the bank. But one reason, among others, that Madoff was able to get away with his crime for so long was that J.P. Morgan had an inadequate and ineffective anti-money laundering program. As set forth in the statement of facts, for years, the bank repeatedly ignored warning signs, allowed suspicious round-trip transactions through Madoff's account, finally grew concerned enough to file a report in the UK, and ultimately decided to reduce its own exposure to Madoff because of suspicions of fraud. But all the while, J.P. Morgan never filed a single suspicious activity report in the United States and never raised a concern to the bank's anti-money laundering department in the U.S. In other words, the bank connected the dots when it mattered to its own profit, but was not so diligent when it came to its legal obligations. And so all of this is why today we are filing criminal BSA charges against J.P. Morgan, and it is why the bank is admitting responsibility for its conduct and agreeing to forfeit $1.7 billion to help make Bernie Madoff's victims closer to whole. That penalty of $1.7 billion, by the way, is the largest ever forfeiture from a bank, the largest ever penalty imposed by the Department of Justice under the BSA, and it's actually the second largest forfeiture overall, behind only another forfeiture by this office earlier in the Madoff investigation relating to the estate of Jeffrey Pickauer.